for Wall Street Media. This is Nikki. I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't find anywhere else.
Hey, lots of super good stuff here today, man.
Great
big companies, small, interesting companies. TowerStream. I didn't know they were public. And eBay, Adobe. Great stuff. What do you have for us?
Well, Philip Saran, CEO of Compellent Technologies, CML, discusses and explains the three storage plan points: CapEx, OpEx, and availability, and talks about the new virtual data center. George Pollock, CFO of Switch and Data Facilities, SDXC, announced the expansion of their data centers, adding another location in New Jersey by the end of September, which will give them a total of 35 data centers in 23 markets across North America.
Oh, and Equinix, too. This was data center day. But
Data
now, you
day.
know what? There's an IPO coming with another one that does this kind of thing. Rackspace, German, Mike.
Oh, they're going public.
Yeah, coming up shortly, and they're doing an auction format like Google did. But the guy in the article, and I think it was Morningstar, I'm not sure. If it was Morningstar, then we love them because they're smart. But he said, whoever it was had a good point where they said, you know, everybody's way overbuilding now because right now supply is so gigantic for it, right, because everything's growing exponentially for storage and stuff. But he said he's a little afraid that all this overbuilding, like IBM just announced they're building $400 million more dollars in storage space, right? And they said they're a little worried that right now, because it's such an imbalance in supply demand, that you're going to wind up in 2 years with the imbalance the other way. What did Equinix say?
Steve Smith, CEO of Equinix, EQIX, announced a blueprint for the building of a new automation for more global accessibility, a new CIO to take on the project, an organic addition, and integration of IS Europe.
Yeah, you know, who was it, German? I think it was Exodus that were the biggest. And I think they ended up, like, going under. And I think Yahoo bought them for, like, a penny on the $100. You know, they were .com stuff. And they had way too much storage, and they were building it because that's when the Internet was growing, doubling every 6 minutes, you know, according to Gartner and everybody else who never worked for a living. And what happened is, you know, it actually didn't double every 6 minutes. And so Exodus had 400 trillion worth of servers, man, and not enough money for it, Nikki, and that was bad.
That sounds bad.
Now, good. TowerStream. I didn't know these guys were public. We use them. They do a great job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. We have Jeff Thompson, President and CEO of TowerStream. TWER talked about the company's competitive advantages, RF streaming at the speed of light, and a gigabit as quick as fiber. The company's earnings call is scheduled for next Tuesday.
Yeah, we use them. They're point-to-point, right? And you can dial up the service for them. Like they can replace a T1 at 1.5 megs, and then go all the way up to a gig. Different antennas, but the same idea, right? And a really good job. I mean, there are really only 3 of them available in New York. I spent a day and a half last week looking them up, right? And one, the guy's like a used car salesman, and we don't believe him. They got a bad review on the web from one of their competitors. And the other one has good reviews. They can't be bothered. They're taking forever. And that's what happened. TowerStream the last time called us back, showed up, put it up in one day, right, German? Yeah. And they've been working wonderfully since then. I might buy them. I might buy some of their stock.
Will you buy some for me?
I will, Nikki. Oh, this is my adopted daughter here. Or my penance. I'm not sure which.
Next, we have Robin Denholm, CFO of Juniper Networks. JNPR discusses the 3 segments it operates: infrastructure, service layer technologies, SLT, and service. Craig Knox, CFO of Iowa Telecommunications Services, IWA, highlighted their appeal to investors, which include rural market-focused, sustainable cash flow, growth opportunities specifically related to dividends, favorable regulatory environment, and continued organic growth relative to DSL technology. Also discussing recent acquisition, Bishop Communication. John Burke, SVP of Motorola MOT, discusses key areas including Video Explosion HD content, Video on Demand, and Video Go Mobile. HK Desai, CEO of QLogic QLGC, announced that they are the first company to market with a converged network adapter and recently introduced Dual Data Rate HCA. Bob Holliday, CFO of Varian Semiconductor, VSEA, will have a special announcement August 21st, 2008 at their Investor Day in San Francisco. Todd Holt, CFO of Knology, KNOL, announced Roger Johnson, the firm's president and CEO, has been appointed chairman of the board but will continue his responsibilities as CEO. Also, Todd Holt, current CFO, has been appointed to president, and Brett McCants, who presently serves as senior VP of operations, has been appointed executive VP of operations. Bruce Herman, currently VP of strategy and development, will assume the position of CFO. Jason Koner, President and CEO of Sierra Wireless, SWIR, discussed new products launched with Sprint in the PC adapter space and expect 2 new products in the embedded module segment by the end of 2008. New assets include a purchase agreement completion with Junction.
Very good, Nikki.
Lots of cool stuff.
Lots of cool stuff, man. I loved it because you got the big companies, QLogic, Motorola, right? eBay is there. And we had, I think Autodesk are here too.
Yes.
We'll have some from Autodesk,
yes.
right? I didn't realize they were that big, German. They said there's 8 million hardcore CAD users of their program. And that if you want to be in that business, you go Autodesk. Yeah. And I didn't realize that they had such like a dominant, yeah. Awesome, right? I also saw Morningstar again. I'm focused on Morningstar. Greg's going to see them this week. I'm simple. If you talk to me about one thing, I kind of stick with it. It sticks in my head. But Morningstar said Autodesk is a really good pick right now as an innovating company. So they keep innovating, and they have like such an entrenched position, and there's a wide moat. Like nobody's going to come along and knock them off because they have so many users now whose whole careers and businesses are built around them. And they were one of their top 5 picks, I saw in an article. What do you think of that, Nikki?
Sounds good.
Maybe we'll buy them.
Maybe. We're here every day at Wall Street Media. You can find us directly at WSMCO.com. Thanks.